Hi everyone, welcome to our series on Could I Live Here? Today we're doing Camotes Islands in the Philippines. Camotes actually means sweet potato, and we did actually find some.
Yeah, and there's actually two islands.
It's two separate islands with a causeway that was actually built by the Spanish.
Yeah,
And it's about 20 kilometers by 10 kilometers.
it's a very small place.
It's like two round balls. Oh wow. They have one main town, San Francisco, and then there's Poro and Consuelo,
Yeah, where the ports are.
with a climate of 30 degrees year round. It's the perfect place if you're a digital nomad or looking for somewhere to live.
Vlogger life.
Yeah, doing some editing. Wait, doing some editing.
Can we go get lunch?
Yeah, let's go eat something.
If you're planning on retiring to the Philippines, watch the space.
There is a lot of short-term holiday accommodation at the beaches, but the only long-term stuff we saw was
Yeah,
actually...
it's going to be in the town. There's not a lot of self-catering. We could barbecue, but we could probably ask them to use the kitchen.
However, good news for you guys who are thinking of living there permanently and buying a place. It looks like they're building some condos and some beautiful looking villas. Oh wow, we didn't see what the price was.
Like 10,000 pesos to secure, I think.
Also, everyone is selling land there. I don't know what the legalities of it, but you can buy land from 500 pesos a square meter all the way up to 11 million for 5,000 square meters.
Beautiful place though.
How's that cliff? Wow. People actually jump off it, not us. And then, I don't know if you can do long-term accommodation in a tent, but there are tents. I don't know if we need...
You can.
Onto the cost of living. It's all about the money.
They really don't rip you off.
They don't. Everywhere is the same price. Locals and tourists are paying the same.
And it's reasonable. From that one cave,
Yeah, we found that a bit expensive. Well, we like to stick to our budget of $50 a day. And here we actually spent, Rick,
about $35 a day.
because
Including accommodation.
For
both of us.
As it comes to food, you can save a lot because the food isn't expensive. You can eat out a lot. Breakfast is $75 if you get the breakfast special. You can actually get an $85 meal, but mostly they're going to cost you between $150 and $200 for a good dinner.
Yeah, and beers are like just over 100.
Yeah,
Liter.
they're the same price everywhere. So whether you buy it on the beachfront or at the Sari, it's practically the same price. Onto the price of the accommodation. On the beach, we paid $800 for a fan room or $1,500 for an air-conditioned room. At the resorts, they're a little bit more expensive, but they have the pool
and a spa. And...
Another big expense is actually transport. You have to hire a scooter, which is $300 a day, or take a truck, which is $300 one way. Yeah. But we'll talk more about that in our transportation section.
Yeah, we found some options to save you money.
What about getting there and getting around? Well, getting there's a ferry from Danao, which leaves at like 5:30 in the morning, but they have it like every 3 or 4 hours, all the way up until about 8:30 at night, I think.
Yeah.
Also, they've got the new Mactan one, so straight from the airport, whoosh, you're on the island 1.5 hours later, but they only leave twice on the weekends and once during the week. I think there's a Cebu one.
I think twice a day or something.
Well, there you go. I forgot to tell you guys the price.
Yeah, the ferries are like, I think it's $650 from the Mactan one.
Now is $330 for the air conditioned or $300.
Take the air conditioned.
Take the air conditioned. It's comfy chairs. Public transport. Oh man, there isn't.
Not in Camotes.
Not in Camotes, guys. Sorry about that. There are tracks, but they'll take you. But they're individual tracks. There are jeepneys, but it's a catered.
Rent the whole thing. You have to rent the whole thing.
The best option is to get yourself a scooter. You either hire it long term or buy it. 45,000.
Yeah, we saw some.
I didn't think of it, but you can actually buy a car. We did see some for sale, but we didn't see what the price was. We weren't even thinking that. We were thinking scooters. So, yeah, you could probably get a car as well, or you could bring one across from the mainland. Actually, you can bring almost anything across from the mainland on the ferry.
Yeah, you can just they bring buses over.
They bring all buses, they bring tankers, they bring everything.
Yeah, sometimes we forget the obvious.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. You can come buy one and Seb will drive it back. Come on, break over. Let's go. Yeah, we were just saying, if there's a storm or something, the ferries do stop. So you are dependent on the weather. It didn't happen that often, but since we've been in the Philippines, they've stopped twice.
In 3 months.
In 3 months.
On a positive on the island, it didn't seem like parking was a problem.
Yes, you could park almost anywhere. I was worried, but no one else seemed to be. Do be aware there are some bad roads. There are some fantastic roads. The new roads are perfect, but some of them have fallen a bit into disrepair. So it's navigable fun. services, what a lot of you are going to find very important, things like internet and electricity.
Especially if you're planning to be a digital nomad.
We had internet that was between 10 and 50 depending on where we were, megs per second up and down. And they had peso machines.
Yeah. And they had free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi, yes. You got like
actually good.
like 100 megs, and you use it, and then you just re-sign in and re-sign in right at the beach. But there's very little signal elsewhere on the island apart from in the main centers.
Yeah, some areas are dead.
Absolutely nothing. No cell signal, nothing. Electricity, we had 10 minutes out that the whole time we were there.
It would be bad.
There were no fluctuations, there was no up and down, it was just straight electricity apart from 10 minutes when they were cutting some trees near a thing and they turned it off. As for water, yeah, not going to worry about water. They have the biggest fresh lake in Versailles. How beautiful is this lake? Yeah. Healthcare. There's hospitals and there are a few doctors and dentists. There are a lot of dentists.
Chemists, pharmacies.
There's a big pharmacy, and I saw lots of the little generic pharmacies as well.
But then Seven was just
literally a short ferry ride away. ATMs, we were told there was only one. Luckily we discovered two others, one at the Prince's in San Francisco and then two in Poro. But cash is a problem because they give you thousands and no one takes thousands.
Everyone takes cash. Small bills. It's a juggling act. You have to...
You draw your big money. I think the best thing is to go into the bank and change it all into hundreds, every single one.
But there's only one bank, so it's crowded. But some of the resorts do take cards.
So you can take your card and pay at the resort. When it comes to churches, we saw three types. Ricky knows the names.
But there's a Catholic church, obviously, an old historic one, also beautiful. A Baptist church and a couple of Seventh-day Adventists.
When it comes to safety, there is nothing safer than Camotes so far. We saw maybe 3 security guards in the whole time we were there. We went to the market, no one said, oh, change your backpack or be careful or anything. Even Ricky said that.
If you're a solo traveler, solo woman traveler, it's been really safe. I haven't felt uneasy at any point. Everyone's always looking out for you and asking you, are you okay? Do you need to know something? It's really cool. Morning!
And the one time we only had a 1,000 note, as we told you in the money problems, and they said, oh, don't worry, come back tomorrow and you'll pay when you get some more food. So yeah, they're very trusting as well. Everyone seemed occupied. No one was asking for money. There were people selling baked goods. Just one.
One? Yeah. One piece.
There was a guy playing guitar. If you wanted to give some money, you could. Camotes Islands is not a big earthquake zone. And also it's protected to the east with a lot of the rest of the Philippines, so it doesn't get the big cyclones and huge storms. But it doesn't mean they don't come through occasionally. On the island, there are some landslides and flooding, but they are demarcated and signposted, so they're easy to see where they are.
Yeah, and they had tsunami evacuation places, but the island goes up steeply, so...
It's probably very safe once you go literally 100 meters inland. Well, when it comes to things to do on Camotes, you are in luck because there is so much stuff. There's beaches. People sit on beaches, I've heard. There's fishing. Love fishing. There's scuba diving. I mean,
amazing diving.
Crystal clear waters. Snorkeling, of course. If there's diving, there's snorkeling.
There's all those caves.
You can go explore a cave. Spelunking. There are new caves to be discovered.
And bird watching.
Bird watching.
So many weird birds.
Yeah.
Someone actually said it's a great sighting of the kingfisher. They've never seen that before.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of history, weird abandoned places.
There are quite a few abandoned buildings that you can go and explore, and treasure hunting. Apparently the Japanese bought a lot of treasure.
Look it up.
Look it up. I know where I'm looking for, so don't go look at my spot. Actually, I'm not telling you, so that's okay.
Hiking.
Hiking, yes. Oh, and walking around the lake. Don't forget about that. That's beautiful.
And there's loads of private white beaches.
Absolutely tons of them.
You'll find your own while you're kayaking.
Oh, there's kayaking. We didn't even... Nice segue, Rick. You're the winner today. There are, however, no malls, no cinemas, no golf courses, not even 10-pin bowling. On to the food. There's quite a lot of selection, although it is pretty similar.
Yeah, there's no Thai, there's no sushi, there's no Indian, Italian, there's a little bit of pasta, no Mexican.
But there is a lot of Filipino foods and some great choices, and weirdly, fries.
I don't know what the big deal is, these are just fries.
With a straw in them. Oh, wait a second.
You're drinking the...
It's mango juice below. And wait for it, fries on top.
No.
Oh, and really good fries.
No. Like does she put the fries into the juice? Separate cup though, I assume.
Look at that.
Wow. Ah, how is that not a thing?
That is a thing. All these chips are so good.
Well,
Really
that's
good
a
chips.
thing in the
And
Camotes. That's a reason to come.
there's some great Karen calendaras.
Yeah.
Please correct me on how you
This
say
is where
that.
you get home cooked meals.
Yeah,
Really
and
great.
They're fantastic foods.
Super great value. And if you didn't want to cook at all, you could probably just get it to make a whole bunch and you put in your freezer.
I think that would be the best. I rediscovered my love for soups here.
Oh,
They
they've
have
got amazing soup.
and a lot of fish dishes.
Yeah,
But-
fresh.
And that fish soup was just one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
But fish on a grill, can you do better?
Yeah, but it's a fishing island, so
Yeah.
your seafood is going to be awesomely fresh.
But that said, their fried chicken,
Oh, great fried chicken.
all thumbs up.
Yeah. And there's no change.
There are no chains, but you can get what you want. Their burgers, their fries.
There are, but not your familiars. You need to go to Cebu.
You have to go to Cebu, yeah.
Everything's open with a great view. There's no
Yeah,
AC.
you're not stuck in a room with AC. You've got fans and things, so it is cool. And the air breezes. That's my drink. And a lot of the time, where you're sitting, they're cooking right behind you. So you're eating fresh. Well, there is some shopping. There's Prince's Supermarket. It's actually a hypermarket. They also have Prince's Town, which is a supermarket and a place where you can buy
Like
pots
a
and
department
pans.
store.
And there's a department store. Lucky 777, something like that. And then they've got the markets, the fresh produce markets, where you get all the fruits and vegetables that you get everywhere all over the Philippines, as well as fish and pork.
Yeah, they've
Did you
got
see chicken?
a
A little chicken.
They've even got some tobacco.
Yeah, you can just buy your tobacco, roll your own cigars. That's another thing to do, learn to roll cigars. Don't demonetize us, please, Facebook, YouTube, whichever one this one's on. When it comes to regular shopping, there's sorry's everywhere. But if there's something you want in particular, just ask. The mainland is close. Someone will probably bring it, and then the fridge will be fully stocked,
Yeah,
like it is
also,
on Feta.
If you go to your local sorry, they don't have it. They'll just run across to another person that they know has it.
Yeah, and you're paying the same price. They haggle the deal. Ultimately, if you really want your shopping done, there's Cebu. You just catch the ferry to Cebu, spend the night, shop at SM Seaside. That has everything.
Yeah, or you could even go in the morning, come back in the afternoon.
Yeah, you could actually do that. So, yeah, you can get everything if you're willing to have a little trip. It is an up-and-coming island, but at the moment there are not very many expats. The few we saw were in the bank. But there are developments and the airport's coming in, so expect big things to happen in the future.
But at the moment, pretty quiet.
When it comes to luxury, there are a few massage or spa day treatments. Most of the resorts, I'm going to say, 3-star at best. But you do get like a private service at Mangodlong Rock,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
where you sit and they bring you beers and food and stuff.
Yeah, I would do that for a day.
But other than that, there's not too much. You can hire a boat and they go island hopping, but it's all just beach hopping, really.
Like the sunset catamaran or something. You're going to have to be a bit creative for your luxury gifts.
You're going to have to come up with them yourself. On to the big question, would we live there? Let's deal with the cons first. It's a slow pace of life.
If you're in any sort of a rush, your meals are going to take an hour.
Yeah, sometimes you're just going to sit down and you're going to wait. Of course, another big con is that cash thing. Having to get one ATM, two ATMs, then having big notes and not being able to cut the small notes, it is a problem. Another one is you are dependent on the ferry. Everything, if the ferry stops, you stop, basically. One of the issues is it's not very modern, but I think if you bought a house or rented long term, you could modernize it yourself, but the infrastructure around is pretty antiquated. On to the pros, it is laid back. It feels like Bali or Mauritius in the 80s.
For sure, that old world charm.
For us, it wasn't expensive. Like I said, we did 35 a day. I think if you had a long-term rental, you could get it even cheaper than that and still have a great time.
Yeah.
Everyone there is really friendly. They say hello and they go out of their way to help you out.
Yeah, it's like a small town vibe.
And then there's the nature. Beautiful beaches, I mean, untouched beauty.
It doesn't get old.
You sit there and the palm trees and the white sands and the
And the
crystal clear
sunset.
water and wow.
And you've got trees.
Yeah. So and lake. You have the best of all worlds. Another big positive is literally an hour and a half away. You got the big city of Cebu with everything. It's a modern big city. But could I live here? Well, I would probably need a bit of a nest egg, so you could get a long-term lease and really get some nice stuff in. But I think you could find the perfect place here. I really do. These were a few of the things that we came up with, but we are open to suggestions always. In the comments, guys. And do let us know if you are coming to the Philippines or planning to move here, and what sort of place you'd like us to visit for you.
Yeah, listen, towns you want us to go and check out. We're open to suggestions. And of course, if this has helped you out,
Yeah,
buy some of these.
I do appreciate it. Wow, Camotes Islands. Well, anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, you're probably going to love this video. Go check it out next.